Today, the topic AI and therapeutic robotics. As Robert just said at the very beginning, this is a very hard topic to tell. But you regard it just like the same way I'm reading the Bible. This is my wish, and I want to achieve it. I'm like in the halfway of doing the perfect integration of it. So to recap a little bit of what is AI. AI, artificial intelligence. You hear about these terms, I think since some 10 years ago, and it is a technique for providing intelligence and flexibility to operate in a dynamic environment. So what is the intelligence in this term? This is maybe recognition of the spatial pattern, temporal pattern. It could learn, it could plan, it could have a context adaptation, and it could the system can have a self-awareness. And what is a robot? Since 200 years ago, since the Industrial Revolution, we have all kind of industrial, mechanical automation we can apply, and it has been used first, I think, in the industry, and still using a lot in the industry robot. And why it comes to only until recent 20-30 years, it will apply to therapeutically into medical treatment. And this is Da Vinci, and this is the other surgical robot. And as Robert just said at the very beginning, because of the speed of microprocessor, because for example, when Da Vinci want to navigate and find the exact point, it needs to correct itself continuously. In order to make a very accurate cut, you need to have a very fast processing speed. So it also, my interest, of course, as a therapist, is to apply the robot in a therapeutic context, in a rehabilitation context. So since 19th century, there are already robots available for lower limb. So maybe many of you heard about Hokoma. It is for they start the business with lower limb, and then Harmony from Western University. And in 21st century, we have our hand hook. So what is the hand hook? This is our hand hook. So this is we put it on like a glove. It is an exoskeleton. So to compare hand hook with AI robotic, what is the similarity? This is an innovative robotic device, and then we apply this in for stroke patients. The purpose is to train and help patients to regain their function. You may have heard about the name motor relearning. So this is how it works. So the patients, they put on the system like a glove, and then we'll have some sensors on both sides of the forearm. So we detect the signals on the flexor side and the extensor side. So we can compare, we can understand whether the patients want to move from which direction. And then for these patients, they suffer from stroke. They could not move actually. They cannot express their movement. But we can detect it from the signals, from the signal level. So we can understand whether the patients want to move which direction. And then we will present the movement to the patient by the movement of our robot. And this is going to help the patients to control also the character in the monitor. They have to catch something, and then they'll move around as well. And this is giving a positive feedback not only from visual but also from proprioceptive. And then this is feeding back to the patients, and this is going to become a positive feedback loop. And the benefit of HelloHope is we detect the intention of the patient's movement by EMG, and we are able to train both the arm and the hand, because this is a support, but this is not only a support, we check the movement of the arm. So it is an optical device. So it will offer not only active training, but we offer also passive training. So it is clinical proven to be effective, and we have interactive games. So when we say an AI system could have some reasoning, like fuzzy logic, we have a planning algorithm. So we could change the EMG threshold. Patients is like chasing for level of EMG to trigger the system, and the level will always just a little bit above their ability. And in case if they fail, we lower it down. So this is a dynamic threshold. So if you can compare it with a horse, you put a carrot in front of it, and it is chasing it all the time. This is how the algorithm works. And then this is also a learning algorithm. It will become adaptive, so it will learn. And it will encourage the consciousness and self-awareness of the patients. So, neural rehabilitation, if you understand, this is very labor intensive. Most of the time, it is a one-to-one therapy session. So, and in order to trigger the neuroplasticity, we'll go to this part later. We need a lot of repetition, not only one or two. We need several hundred. We need thousands in a month. So, robot is going to help. And this is the reason why robot is applicable in this case. And we also want to trigger the participation of the patient. How? If you just like doing an exercise, if you say, I want to lose weight, I want to keep fit, and then you stand on a system that just move you around, even you're sleeping, it will still move your hand. It is not going to help you to gain any function at all. So participation is very important. So what we have achieved so far. So this is how we start this program. We start this project together with Hong Kong Polytechnic University, and we get some support by Hong Kong government. 2 years later, we have a robotic company, and then we start our clinical research at Hong Kong. And 2012, we take this project to Geneva and attend the International Invention Show, and we get the prize of the biggest prize of the event, the Grand Prix. And 2013, we won the Hong Kong Award for Industry. And the same year, I myself become the outstanding alumni of Hong Kong Polytechnic University and get this award. And then 2014, we got the Hong Kong Spirit Award. And 2016, last year, we launched the HelloHope rental service. And before this, we have more than 20 systems already in Hong Kong, installed in every major stroke Stroke Rehabilitation Center in Hong Kong.